There will be I'm absolutely convinced there will be a real a final reckoning, which has been overdue for hundreds of years, probably. There will be a final reckoning. That's why I think they're going to pay a really steep price. And those who survive this, well, we're going to deal with them in the courts of law. Ultimately, if I look at the legal picture, which is evolving right now, but it's clear enough. It's like a huge puzzle of 1,000 pieces, but I think there's only 10 or 15 pieces missing. So you can see exactly what's going on, despite the fact that a couple of pieces are still missing. So this is, Mike Eden is right. The facts that we can see are compelling evidence, irrefutable evidence for premeditated murder. And for that, you have to pay a price. There is no immunity. Even under our legal systems, there is no immunity for anyone for premeditated murder. How can there be? So all of the doctors who are taking part in this, all of the pharmaceutical companies which are taking part in this, everyone who's involved in this, all of the people, all of the so-called VIPs, the politicians who are trying to talk people into getting the shots, they're all going to have to pay a very high price. And this price I mean, you can throw out a figure like everyone suffered damages because of what's been going on for the past 2 years. Everyone. So if you start with a price tag in damages of $1 million, that would probably not be too high. But we're not talking about just $1 million in pain and suffering, for example, if that's all you have. But there's going to be destroyed businesses, there's going to be your health destroyed. But if you start at $1 million, and I think that's a very low figure, you can multiply this because we're talking about intentional infliction of harm. Intentional infliction of harm leads us directly to what the Americans call punitive damages. Ultimately, the only way to pay for this is by taking apart all of these global corporations, taking back what they stole from us, and using their money for a brand new society, one that's humane, one that is built on cooperation, one that makes sense in the human sense.
Will they go to prison?
Yes. Those who survive the Great Reckoning, they're definitely going to go to prison. Yes.
What do you mean by those who survive?
I think there's going to be a Great Reckoning, and people, many of those who are responsible were stupid enough to take the shots themselves. I don't think they're going to survive that. I don't have a clear image of how this spiritual reckoning is going to work, but I think they're gonna have to pay a really, really, really high price. And that's why I'm saying the legal systems will, or our new legal system will deal with them, those of them who are still there, but we're only going to have to do the cleanup work, I think.
And have you got the support of lawyers all over the world in every country committed to the cause? I know that Tony Nikolic in Australia has been a great help. He's a dear friend of mine and he's helped me too. Yeah. So, you know,
he's a great character. He's a great activist. He's tough. I love him. He's cool.
And so you've got people all over the world supporting you and on board with this, these public trials.
Yes, we're a big team. It's a team of people. There's no egos involved in this. None of us has to prove anything to any of us. We're doing it because we believe in what we're doing. And we know that this is really a fight of good against evil. And we know we're the good guys. We know it.